I'm here to make sure you're the leader of your own life. Because most people today are busy making a living and they have not taken the time to design their life. And this is about living life intentionally instead of in reaction. Stress is because you're always reacting. When you intentionally design your life, you're still gonna have things interrupt, but your ability to solve those things is your ability to have this different system of thinking, which is what I'm gonna teach you, called RPM. It's gonna cause you not to focus on the problem. You wanna spend 5%, less than 5% of your time on the problem, and 98% of your time on the solution. That's what'll start making you a leader in your own life. Because most of us get overwhelmed by all the obstacles. And I can tell you that a simple set of shifts in the habits of your thinking, and that's what RPM is. It's a simple system of thinking above all else. If you don't use any paper, any computer system, anything, and all you do is take this system of thinking, I promise you it'll be a complete life change. Take a look, here's just one example of a man who used this in a way you probably wouldn't have thought of to deal with something in his life. Here we go.
I had always had an awareness of RPM. I knew the tool. I used it in some business settings, kind of taking bits and pieces of the planning process. When I was really going through the darkness of losing a child, something inside me just changed, and I just knew that I had to find an empowering meaning in all of this and change the focus from the loss and change it into an empowering, almost an inspiring way to kind of transcend what I was feeling. I'm Justin Fox, and I live in Polk City, Florida. On May 4th, 2023, Kaylee ended up passing away at the age of 20. There was a lot to process in those moments, and I think I went from the initial kind of shock and onset of grief. I felt guided to write a letter to Kaylee's soul. What flowed through me was just this sense of, like, we will find an empowering meaning for this. Nothing in life has any meaning except for the meaning we give it. And one day I was gonna find a way to turn darkness into light. And in that letter, I promised I would carry her in my heart. On the 8th of May, which was 4 days after Kaylee passed, I went for this really long run, and I had no intentions of doing it. It just, in a way, I think I was trying to run away. Just thinking about planning your daughter's funeral, memorial stone, writing a eulogy, just isn't anything you can prepare for in life. And I got back and I started what turned out to be a new RPM block that I would live my life by. And the statement to honor and celebrate Kaylee for the beautiful soul she is was literally the result. Just founded a goal to keep people saying her name, to keep her name alive. I felt was the best way that I could live with her in my heart. Things just started flowing through me from this state of mind, almost a different level of consciousness, a scholarship fund in her honor, and creating a memorial run, a cross-country high school meet in her honor. Something else incredible happened as I was going through the RPM methodology around creating a legacy for Kaylee. Was also thinking through creating a category of improvement that was about improving the well-being of my wife and children, the siblings that Kaylee left behind. And how I could be there to serve them and support them. And it seems like such a small shift, but it completely transforms the way you look at a relationship, the way you show up in a relationship. Currently, my wife and I, our relationship, my family, we are truly thriving after some immense grief and suffering. And we found a way to keep our focus on honoring Kaylee, on celebrating Kaylee, honestly keeping Kaylee a part of our family. We've been able to give each other the space that we've needed to grieve in our own way, but also come together to create a legacy for Kaylee that is far more beautiful, that we cherish far more than we would ever value the pain of losing her. And I've even started to use the running as a way to honor her journey, in a way to continue to go after personal bests and new accomplishments. And I'm certainly excited to continue my running journey as a way to feel connected to Kaylee's spirit and soul. The power of RPM is being able to find the emotional juice in the passion in those moments that sometimes can seem so mundane. Tony's teachings are kind of like always working in the background of your life, and you never know when you're going to need them, and you never know exactly what tool you're going to lean on to get through what you're going through. And it just happens automatically because it's always been there. It's always made sense, but you've just never needed it. It just came to me when I needed it the most. And I didn't realize it. The magic that Kaylee has brought us by allowing us to just find the beauty in life again, and finding a way to continue to honor her and carry her in our hearts